Hello everyone, and thanks very much for joining me. I'm Dean the Vaping Biker, and today we've got the results of the raffle. So if you were one of the people that got involved and contributed towards the Leah Wilby Foundation charity, then we've got the results today, and it's very exciting. It's very exciting. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick chat with Richard from the Leah Wilby Foundation on an interview I recorded the other night, and then we'll come back and get involved with the actual draw itself. Right, so over to the chat with Richard. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. I am here on a chat with Richard from the Leah Wilby Foundation, and I wanted to be able to discuss your contributions with Richard, let you know exactly where that money's going, and a little bit more about the charity itself and how much of a difference your efforts, your contributions into the raffle really can make to a small charity such as this. So before any further ado, Richard, thank you very much for joining me. Tell us a little bit about you and the charity, my friend.
Hi, Dean. Thanks all everyone there. I am Richard Wilby, Leah's dad. I am only a very small part of the Leah Wilby Foundation. The biggest part is my wife and her partners in crime. As you probably sort of like heard by what Dean has told you, we are a charity which enables children with illnesses such as cancer to have a well-earned break.
Absolutely, and that's. I mean, I did some work with each a while ago, and it's really important to be able to give families with unwell children an option of that, isn't it? Because it often comes very much last down the list of things you've got to spend your money on.
Oh yes, very much so. Family time is so important. Even if it is just a small break, you know, it's just that breakaway from the hospital life, which is, you know, a horrible thing to have to go through. But we've been going now for 4 years, I believe. My wife, I'm sure, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
It's going very, very strongly. Each year we've able to put a little bit more towards the charity and what have you. It's just continuing to grow.
Excellent, that's really good. And obviously you get sort of a reasonable amount of support, but it's going to be one of these things that's going to cost a fair amount of money. I mean, we mentioned that the upkeep was probably around the £6,000 or whatever a year just to have the caravan available. Is that right?
Yes, that is. It's about 6,000 give or take, and that is with my wife and her friends doing nearly all the work themselves. So that's 6,000 give or take again. It's pretty much for the ground rent, the gas, the electricity, etc., and insurances and what have you.
Yeah. So with families that have children that have something like cancer, for instance, what do they do? Do they get in touch with you via the website and then sort of you book a weekend or a week or whatever? How does that work?
Yeah, actually in a lot of the hospitals, as I say, it's now we're quite well known. There's sort of like various posters up in like the waiting rooms of the hospitals and what have you. They can get in touch with us. It's not being tested in any way, you know, so it's like open to absolutely everybody.
That's fantastic.
They don't have to pay a penny. All they have to do is get themselves here. And obviously we'd like to have a little treat for them if we can. A lot of the local businesses around Yarmouth are very helpful, like the Hippodrome Circus. They quite often do free tickets for us. The train, which runs up and down the seafront, they used to give us a season pass and what have you.
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent. So it's really cool, and you know, fingers crossed, it is Yarmouth, so you have to battle the weather. But where the caravan is, it's actually quite a pleasant little holiday camp, isn't it? So they have a whole bunch of entertainment and stuff going on there as well.
Yes, that's right. I believe you've actually visited the site on one occasion with us.
I have, yeah.
Yeah. Since then, Dean, we've actually had another caravan, or a newer up-to-date one.
Oh, fantastic.
Our first caravan was like what we'd call a starter, so it went. But as the charity grew, we had some more money in the kitty. Then we got a really nice up-to-date one. Central heating in it, double glazed windows, all the mod cons. So it's now more like a little home than it is a caravan.
Yeah, and that's ideal. That's what you want, isn't it? You want a little home from home to have that break, I imagine.
Yeah, it's also situated in a nice part of the park. There's sort of like different sections of a holiday park. We wanted it somewhere relatively close to the main centre hub, but not too close where they're going to get a lot of disturbance if they want a quiet evening.
Gotcha.
So,
have you got any idea, and just put you on the spot, and you don't have to answer it. I should have asked you previously. Have you got any idea how many families you've helped over the years?
Right. I can tell you that we have been fully booked from season to season, and unfortunately, and I'll say unfortunately, we have to turn something down. So we don't. When I say have to turn them down, we say, look, we're really, really sorry, but we're fully booked, sort of thing. I mean, there was talk, and I say it's just talk at the moment, of getting another caravan, but we'll see about that. We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. And you don't get any money from lottery and all that sort of stuff, do you? It's all kind of
we sorry, I interrupted you there. No, we get we get no help whatsoever, sort of like from government funds, lotteries, or anything like that. It is purely from good people like yourselves, and all the people who've done what they've done there for you, or us, I should say. It's
they don't do it for me, trust me.
But yeah, it's totally self-funded, so to speak, sort of charity.
Right, great stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's in all then it's I think I mentioned a minute ago, but we all raised £1,056.36, thanks to 58 main supporters of the raffle. So I'm going to be doing the draw of the raffle on this video once it goes out as well. But I want to say thank you to everybody that has contributed to it, because I think it will make a big difference. Is there anything that you want to say to the contributors to the old Vaping Biker channel?
Well, do you know what? Just fantastic team. It's absolutely fantastic support, and all your viewers and what have you. From the bottom of our hearts, it's really, really grateful. That money, you will not believe how much that will help. Normally, if my wife does a charity weekend, we're very lucky if we can sort of like do 500 quid. So what you've done is, fantastic, and all your viewers. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Well, it's my pleasure to be part in some way of organising it, but if it wasn't for the viewers, obviously, then we wouldn't have got the massive total that we have. I was surprised. I set the original limit at that 500 quid, and that got smashed within, I think it was like 3 or 4 days or something. So it went really, really well.
Well, that's it. We couldn't believe it ourselves. Like my wife, she's a bit camera shy, I'm afraid, but she's about in the background here. She went, what? I went, fantastic, isn't it? So superb.
So people can go onto the Leah Wilby Foundation website, which I'll put a link to down below in the description. And people can continue to contribute if you so want to. Is that right?
Definitely, please. Yes. Yeah.
Great stuff. And people can also support by doing things like buying pens or wristbands and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, sorry about that. I should have had some stuff here to plug, shouldn't I? I mean, we can even do crazy things like parachute jumps if they like. I done it. I won't do it again.
No, it's really cool. So what I'll do, Richard, is I'll put all the details down below. I'm really, really pleased that we've been able to make a positive influence into such a brilliant charity. So thanks very much for letting us help out.
Thanks very much again, Dean. It's been superb.
Brilliant.
Thanks.
Brilliant. Right, and now back to the video. So that was Richard there, and I know he was absolutely shitting himself about being on camera. So I hope you guys got a little bit of a feel for where that money's going, and the goodness that is going to come from your donations into this particular raffle. So thanks once again to every single one of you that donated on this occasion. Now we will probably be doing something else for the Leah Wilby Foundation later on in the year. There is another charity that I do want to support as well. So hopefully we can continue to raise some decent funds for good quality reasons, So anyway, I know there was some stuff that Richard wanted to say with regards to things like a guest book being there that allows families to sign into it, and it's both it's humbling because it gives them an opportunity to look back and understand that people really do have such a positive time there and really do get to create some brilliant memories. But also it's humbling because they'll look back and they'll realise that someone may have signed into that book a while previous and may not be with us anymore, and so it it kind of cements that, you know, it cements the goodness that charity does, and it gives that family just the breakaway, as we've already talked about. So yeah, before any further ado, let's get into the randomizer and the screen grab and all that good stuff, and let's get a winner, shall we? Come on then. Right, so let's get these names in the list here. Now there's a whole bunch. Now you can see that we've got people that have contributed a fair old chunk to this one, but yeah, I'll give you all the facts and figures and everything else in a little while. But yeah, I mean, it's very, very impressive to everybody that has contributed to this raffle, so well done all of you guys for doing it. Anyway, so we're going to go on the just on the first randomize, because it's a randomizer. So let's crack on to the randomize. 1, 2, 3, good luck everyone, and go. And there we go, Brad Palmer is number 1. That's Brad Palmer is the winner and number 1. So now we can go back up top and have a little chat. So, Brad Palmer, you are the winner. Congratulations, congratulations indeed. You will be getting, what have we got here? The Vapor Giant little tank going on there, the Pin Dad from Bombertech, the Tesla gear. You will be getting an Aeolus light. You will be getting the Serpent Mini. And obviously you will be getting, if I can get it out of the bag, I've only got one working hand, the SX Mini that we talked about previously. So yeah, if you want to have a little look in closer detail about what you're getting, go and check out the original raffle video. But this little box will be winging its way to you once I've got it packed up. Now I'm going to email you with all of the questions and to get all the information that I need to be able to send this on to you. And yeah, that's all you've got to worry about. Make sure you reply to that bad boy. Keep an eye in your inbox and everyone's a winner. However, thank you every single one of you that contributed and got involved with this raffle. I think we did something really special between us, and I think it's something that everyone should be a little bit proud of. Now, obviously, I will leave all the details for the Leah Wilby Foundation down in the description below. And so if you do decide to want to contribute to that later on down the line, you don't have to do it through me. You can go direct to those, and it really is a fantastic charity to support. So I do hope some of you at least get involved with that one. Now then, 375 entries went into it, which is pretty immense. We also had a couple of entries going in there that didn't want to, or a couple of donations that didn't want to get entered in the raffle. So thank you very much to those. And you know, I'm just blown away by the total, and I think it's just amazing. So thank you so much. It's gonna mean a lot to the foundation, and it also, yeah, I don't know. I just think you guys have done a quality thing. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And I will get in touch with Brad. Thank you very much indeed. And I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Now then, what should we have a vape on? Try and go out and do something good to people. It feels good. It feels good to do good. Go out and have it very, very large.